Hi everybody, I'm Michael Porter and thank you for tuning in. I'm sure that most of you are now familiar with the Real Health Medicine Cabinet, where the Real Health team try out some of the natural products available on the market, and then we invite the experts to come into studio and give us their opinions on these products. We found a natural solution that can help remove the toxins caused by too much acid in the body. But first, we have phytotherapist Vincent Tones in the studio to chat to us more about the signs to look out for that indicate that your body is too acidic. Welcome to the studio, Vincent, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Mike. Nice
Excellent.
to be here.
What is, in general, what is body acidity? What does it mean if you are acidic in your body?
There's three main types of acids in the body, three main ones. One is uric acid, which is the danger one, which is basically acidity which makes the whole body acidic.
Right.
And I'll get into that a little later. But the one that a lot of people get a bit confused with is stomach acid. Stomach acid is a good thing.
Yes.
Hydrochloric acid is there to help you digest food.
Absolutely.
So that's not the bad one. That's the good one.
Yes.
Lactic acid is more from breathing. In other words, a lot of exercise.
Okay.
Ultra marathon runners, people who do the comrades. In other words, excessive exercising, and you'll find that you build up a acid from carbon dioxide.
Okay, so that's just because your body can't process it fast
Can't
enough.
actually process it. So it does get eliminated. It builds up in the muscles, and that's where the cramping starts.
Okay.
But uric acid is the one which is more dietary related.
Okay.
So in other words, it's our lifestyles, our medications, our fast foods. It's all related to simplex type carbohydrates, foods that man make.
Okay.
In other words, that's the type of thing that builds up acidity in the body that we battle to actually process to get through.
Now let's talk pH, because obviously when you've got acidity, you've got alkalinity.
Yes.
So what is the ideal pH that we should be aiming for, and how do we register what that is?
What that is. Normally you test your pH levels with blood.
Okay.
Urine is a bit difficult.
Right.
Normally 7.3 to 7.5 is a decent alkaline body, and normally when it goes slightly too acidic, in other words, as it starts dropping your pH level, then you start getting symptoms coming out.
Okay. What are the symptoms?
That's the part that normally it starts with the extremities of the body at any age. Right. It used to be when you sort of got older, you would get gout attacks right through to the toes, but it can actually happen at any age now. The first signs is if you pick up something and you get a sharp pain. In other words, in the wrist, elbow,
like
shoulder.
Kind of pain.
It's almost like a nervy pain, and it's extreme. It's almost like a twinge, a knife cutting pain.
Yes.
That's a symptom.
Okay.
Other one, if you squeeze your earlobe, in other words, just squeeze it tightly, it feels a little bit achy. If you just feel a little bit of ache, that means your uric acid levels are starting to rise.
Okay. And what causes that? The pressure?
Yeah, it's literally, where does that uric acid go to? It goes from the blood literally to muscles and then to joints.
Okay.
And if it gets to the joints, uric acid converts into little crystals.
Okay.
Sandpaper.
Yeah.
Literally,
so if you're squeezing,
grinding. It literally starts grinding at the joint, and then literally moves from the toe all the way up as we go to the hips and so forth. So it's very important to keep a pH balance level and keep your uric acid levels as low as possible.
Okay. When does it become, or how quickly do you need to act? If you're starting to feel some of these symptoms, how quickly do you act, and how quickly can you start to eliminate the symptoms?
Well, unfortunately, that's where us humans, we always think that we are invincible. So we almost leave it to the last second when the pain is suddenly hit. When you have that elbow, that tennis elbow, in other words, look out for that little twinge, and some of the signs are, for example, a spasm in the neck.
Okay.
Spasms in the neck, if you go into the chiropractor, physio quite often, it means that your uric acid levels have dropped your calcium and magnesium levels, which basically gets your muscles to go into spasm and tighten and pull, which are signs. So if you're going to a chiropractor or physio to get manipulated, quite often, it's a dead giveaway that your uric acid levels are too high. Correct.
Okay.
So diabetics, another story. If a diabetic normally would produce insulin.
Yes.
As a method of insulin is used to drop uric acid levels in the body. So our body has different methods.
Yes.
One is to retain water.
Okay.
So if a person comes in, they've got a swollen ankle or a swollen area, water goes to that area to actually dilute the uric acid.
So it can take it away.
To take it away. And what we do is take a diuretic, which doesn't actually solve the problem. So that's a sign.
Okay.
Diabetic, you'll find that insulin levels the production of insulin will increase to a point where the pancreas cannot actually produce enough insulin.
Okay.
And insulin is used to drop uric acid levels. Right. So it's another means of doing it. So diabetics, your uric acid levels are too high. Okay. So that's the sign.
Yes. So it's an additional side effect on top
of another one.
Else. Yeah.
Cholesterol, if your blood is acidic, it will flow through the vein or artery, and it starts burning the vein. Okay. So your body automatically takes fats in the body, places it onto the vein or artery wall to protect it. So it's actually cholesterol is telling you that your uric acid levels are high.
Okay, right.
Blood thickening, blood flowing through the actual vein or artery. It starts getting sticky and gooey with uric acid. Right. In other words, the viscosity of it, the blood doesn't flow easily, which means your heart is under pressure, yes. Blood pressure goes up. Blood pressure up, uric acid's too high.
Okay.
They're all signs.
So very many different signs that lead to or indicate the same problem.
Absolutely.
What are some of the natural ways that we can manage acidity in the body? I mean, and there's an old remedy of like take a teaspoon of bicarb and a glass of water kind of thing. Is that truly effective?
Water intake.
Okay.
That is crucial, critical. Have enough water. I know a lot of people say, oh, I only have 1 glass a day or 2 glasses a day. That's when kidney stones, gallstones start forming because of uric acid combined. It builds up. So drink more water.
What is the ideal amount of water to be drinking a day?
8 to 10 glasses, at least.
Yeah.
And then secondly, which is my absolute favorite, is celery.
Okay.
That's probably why I've put celery seeds and extract in our product. Celery sticks added to your salads. Okay. Eat it raw as is. Have your veggie drink once a day or once every second day with a couple of radish and celery and alkaline type veggies in it.
And what is it in celery that makes that particular vegetable such a good?
It's a highly alkaline forming plant.
Okay.
You actually, if you have any kidney type pains or aches, you can literally eat the celery stick within about 20 minutes of a glass of water, and celery, those kidney aches are gone. Okay. It's that quick.
And lemon, there's stories that lemon becomes alkaline in your body, even though it's considered an acidic.
Lovely question. Yeah. Every vegetable and every fruit ultimately converts to an alkaline state if your body is in a healthy state. Right. So in other words, if you are healthy and you've got a balanced lifestyle, they all turn into an alkaline state. Okay. But normally lemon will convert from an acid into an alkaline as it gets converted with enzymes in the stomach. So yes, it's an alkaline forming fruit. So
how do you find the balance from maybe if I can ask this, in an exercise state? If you are a highly active person who exercises a lot, how do you contain or control the acidity? Is there a specific way, or is it literally then about having enough water, eating the right foods to maintain?
You need to actually have adaptogenic type plants and herbs, and you've got to keep your body as alkaline as possible. So don't go and have a fizzy drink straight after a heavy workout, because you're basically putting your uric acid level straight up, and which puts your adrenals under strain.
Because your body's already trying to process what it's had to deal with.
Absolutely. Yeah. So try and have an electrolyte type mineral drink rather than a fizzy drink with high sugar levels. Otherwise, you're going to literally knock your B vitamins out and put yourself under strain.
Throw everything out of kilter.
Right out.
Okay.
So to answer that, it's a lifestyle. It's the way we are. Medications today. Stress, tension, highly acid forming. Okay. You have an anxious situation, something happens in the family, it could be something traumatic, and immediately uric acid levels go up.
Okay. And then obviously one that a lot of people need to know about is red wine. There's a case to be made that it is healthy in moderation, but what is the impact of things like red wine in terms of the effect of acidity on the body?
Well, I think in this situation, anything with this alcohol is the one that is probably number one when it comes to gout and for us men. Yes. All I can say is balance your life. The next day, drink as much water as you can. Squeeze a lemon into water. It also helps to detox the liver.
So is that a good one, to have a bottle of water with lemon slices?
Lemon slice squeezed into it and drink it,
So you're getting the best of both because you've got the water and the lemon to help
the lemon side of it.
Yes. So. Okay, fantastic. Well, if you think you have the telltale signs of too much acid in your body, the Real Health team have been trying Lifetones Acid Clear, which is a natural product that assists with removing toxins caused by the acidity in our bodies, and the feedback has been very positive. Vincent is here to tell us a little bit more about it. So, Vincent, what exactly is this Acid Clear that you got from Lifetones, and how does it work in the body? You mentioned celery in the products that you create, so this obviously has celery as part of it. How is that impacted with other ingredients, and what does it do?
We've got 6 different herbs in there, ranging from all over the world. One of them from India, Boswellia, which is anti-inflammatory. Harpago phytum, which is from Southwest, which is a wonderful herb, also anti-inflammatory properties. Willow, which is there to get the blood consistency correct, and also a natural painkiller or pain reliever, anti-inflammatory. And then you've got your alkaline herbs, your birch, celery, alfalfa, nettle, which is your chlorophyll. So it's there generally to help eliminate and get rid of uric acid by melting it down in the joint, then getting it into the urinary system, and then you urinate the uric acid out. So why it's different, it actually was developed by my wife and I for my wife's carpal tunnel, which is a pain in the wrist. Literally, it causes pins and needles.
And that's the movement of the nerves within the tendon.
Squeezing in the tendon. She had that, and I had gout, which was really bad. We're talking about 10 years ago. So we tried to get a product that was there not just to help repair the joint, but actually get rid of the cause. And the cause was uric acid crystallizing in the joints to actually eliminate it. So it was a first of a kind development at its time. And it's there really as an anti-inflammatory pain reliever quickly. You'll find that gout sufferers, it takes around about a day or two.
So it's quite
quick. And yeah, it's a very potent alkaline forming herbal formula to help eliminate uric acid.
Where is it available, Vincent?
It's actually available at all leading retail chain groups, Dis-Chem, Clicks, all your independent pharmacies, Alpha, Link, health shops.
And it's worth a try.
It's even physiotherapists and chiropractors are now starting to prescribe. Only because they're getting more and more patients coming back saying their actual neck spasms are reducing, which has really been great.
Great news. And Vincent, I see you've got a liquid form as well as a capsule form of the product.
Absolutely. We've now got capsule for men who have really battled with the liquid side. But because the liquid's super strong, a lot of people have actually stuck to that side of it, but now it's available in capsule form.
Fantastic, great news. Thank you so much, Vincent.
Thank you.
Great to have us with us.
Thank you.